All right, well, Ro, it's that time of year again. The stands are getting set up. People are getting ready for the annual New York City Marathon, and it's almost here. Thousands of devoted runners will be lacing up their sneakers, taking over city streets once again.
Would you ever consider running?
That is actually a goal of mine.
Really?
To run a half marathon.
Okay, because this one is 26.2 miles, and it's going to take everybody through all the 5 boroughs, starting on Staten Island, ending at the southern tip of Central Park. And I think Baruch Shemtov is somewhat near that finish line. What's going on, Baruch?
That's right, guys. We are right on the finish line. On Sunday, over 50,000 runners are expected to cross that finish line, and over 2 million spectators are expected to line the streets to cheer them on. Now, I'll tell you, people are getting in the mood here at the finish line. They're getting excited about what's in store for them on Sunday. You know, there's a lot going on in the pavilion right over there. You can shop for gear like the official New Balance jacket that I'm wearing right here. You know, they're a sponsor of the marathon. And you can also enjoy a lot of programming there all day today and then on Marathon Monday. Now, I'll tell you, I'm here with Michael Capiraso, who's the president and CEO of the New York Roadrunners. Nobody knows the marathon better than him. You know why? He's run them 25 times, 25 marathons. How have you done that?
A lot of training, to be honest with you, and a lot of just inspiration each year to kind of get me to that start and then here to the finish line.
What does a marathon do for the runner, aside from helping them burn calories?
Well, it's interesting. We always hear about the fitness aspect of it, but I always tell people the marathon and the training, I think, does a lot to help you just from your mind, and it kind of helps with dealing with stress, and it helps with a lot of things. I think it's a really good time to do training to help you kind of just clear your mind, think about things, and it's the other side to the fitness thing you always hear about.
So who can run a marathon?
Anyone, including you, which, as we talked about,
including me. Okay, that's a pretty low bar there. Okay.
No, anyone. Listen, if you set out to run the marathon next year, the TCS New York City Marathon next year, you could start training this winter or this spring. You can start doing group training classes. You can run some of our races. New York Roadrunners has things going on all the time. But anyone can get from their couch or from someone who works out but doesn't run to become a runner and finish next year at the TCS New York City Marathon.
So if I want to set that goal right now and run the 2018 marathon, what do I need to do for the next year?
So here's what you need to do. You're already in shape, and even if you're not, you need to just start walking first, then start running, maybe jogging a few miles, maybe get into a race, a 5K race, which is just a run for you. The other thing I'd really recommend is group training classes. New York Roadrunners has group training classes a few days a week. You can join any session over the next year, but it gives you an opportunity to get some training from coaches, run with people, get inspired by people, and one of the things that really gets people running a lot now is the social aspect of it. Everyone wants to run and talk about it, and they go on social media and talk about it. So running really adds to a big social aspect of your life as well.
Now, for runners who will be running the marathon this year, what are your top tips to get them race ready in these final hours?
Top tips: lots of fluids. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. You can't possibly do that enough. I always say to everyone to take a few moments, kind of visualize your race, think about it. Don't overthink about it, but put yourself there. And then one of the things you always need to do is stretch out a little bit. Do a little bit of loosening up. Some people run. You see them out here today running. I'm going to do a run after this for a mile or two, just to kind of warm up and get ready. Whatever really works for you and you've done all year, kind of do that, but take a little extra care in getting ready for your race.
Now, do you still have that tool that you were holding before? What is this right here, and what will this do for marathon runners?
This is called a stick, and I actually have been using it for years. And what it does is it helps to kind of get the blood flowing and circulating. So you kind of use it to warm up maybe your calves. You kind of get the blood circulating in here, break up any kind of lactic acid that you have. You kind of use it in here or any of these areas. And I've been using it for years. It's kind of a quick tool. Give it a try.
Love it. All right, guys. Well, I've got some warming up to do here at the finish line. I like to start and finish at the finish line. So for now, I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
I've used those before. They're pretty painful depending on how much running you've done. Oh, yeah.
Baruch just love to show off his body, by the way.
Exactly.
Okay. We got you now, Baruch.
We understand, Baruch. All right, thanks. Coming up on Good Day New York, reality star, nurse, model, singer.